guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing another highly requested video. A lot of people have been wanting to see what's on my iPhone. I know I've done this video quite a few times, but I don't think I've done one in maybe like a month or two. Okay, so here is my iPhone. I have the iPhone 11 Pro Max and it's in the color space gray. I absolutely love this phone just because, one, the camera is amazing. I'm a photographer. I just love a good camera, so this phone actually has an amazing camera quality. Like, the portrait mode on this phone compared to my 8 I had is just phenomenal. Like, that's probably the main reason I wanted the Pro Max, just because it has 3 cameras and it's just, the camera quality is on point. This is the phone case I have on it. It is a new phone case. It's from Poetic. It is the Marble series. I just think it's so cute and I absolutely love it. Okay, so we're just gonna start with the first screen, which is the home screen. It's really generic. It basically has all the same iPhone apps that typical iPhones have. So I'm just gonna run through these real quick. I have messages, calendar, camera, photos, weather. I don't really use this app that much. Clock, which if you guys can tell, I have a ton of alarms set. I don't really know why I have so many alarms in my phone, but it is what it is. Next, I have maps and iExit. I talk about iExit in every iPhone video I do just because it is awesome. You can use the iExit app while you're also using the Maps app, so it kind of works out perfectly. Apple TV I have not used yet, but I did just find out that I do have a year free of Apple TV, so I really need to use that. Notes I use all the time. This is where I kind of just type in random stuff that comes to my mind that I need to remember. I'm always typing in my notes. Reminders, I don't really use that app as much. The Books app I kind of use. I think I have like 1 book saved in there. iTunes Store, App Store, I use those both all the time. I have 83 updates on my phone. I really need to update some apps. The Apple Watch app, I use this app just because I do have an Apple Watch, and it's nice because you can just keep up with all the stuff that you need to do in there, and you also update your Apple Watch through the app, so it's very helpful. News, I never go in that app. Home, I don't really go in here, so I don't really know what that is. Health, that's really cool because you can keep up with like your weight and all that information in there. It's kind of like MyFitnessPal, but an iPhone version, if that makes sense. FaceTime, you can like FaceTime your friends. I'm sure everyone knows what FaceTime is. Activity, it corresponds with your Apple Watch, so you can like keep up with how much you've moved, how much you've exercised, and how much you have stood for the day. Find My iPhone, I've never used that app, and hopefully I don't have to. I always have my iPhone with me, and most of the time know where it's at. Wallet, I don't really use that much. Yahoo Mail, I have that just for another mail service. At the very bottom, I have phone. Emails, yes, I have 12,000 emails. It's almost at 13,000. I really need to go through and delete, but I just have no motivation to delete those emails. It just takes so long. Like, I wish there was a faster method to delete emails. Like, I don't want to delete them all, but I want to kind of like mass delete, if that makes sense. Safari, I use that on the daily, and then iTunes, I use this pretty much on the daily. I love listening to music. So on this page, there's not a lot. Usually it's like completely full. I've tried to organize my apps a little better. So the first thing I have is Shortcuts, which I have never used this app. I don't even know really what it's for. Like, I don't really know why someone would need a shortcut for their iPhone. Maybe if you had a bunch of apps. I don't know. Maybe it's for something else and I'm just like not sure. I really need to Google and see what that app's even for. Facebook, I kind of use. Next is Instagram. I use this app all the time. I use this on the daily. This is my Instagram account if you would like to go follow it. I also have Instagram accounts for my dogs, so I'm all the time on Instagram, either on my account or one of theirs. Next app is Pinterest. I absolutely love Pinterest. I'm all the time going up there looking for photography ideas or healthy meals or workouts, just summer. Like, I love just looking at different things on there. Next is Snapchat. I do have Snapchat. A lot of people ask me, do I have one? I do. It's private. I think it would be cool to make one for like social media purposes, but I wish Snapchat actually had a feature where you could switch back and forth between accounts because I don't want to like completely log out of my personal ones. Next is the YouTube app. I love YouTube, obviously. YouTube Studio, that's just something for my YouTube account. Snapseed, this is where I go and edit a bunch of my pictures. I love using Snapseed just because you can do so many different things with them. Twitter, I have a Twitter account for social media use, but I don't really use it a lot. I don't know, like I don't ever know what to tweet. TikTok, I do have TikTok. I'm gonna see if this doesn't mess up the screen recording because usually it does. But this is my TikTok account if you would like to go follow it. Next is Messenger. As you can tell, I don't really use that app a lot. I have 4 messengers. Next little folder is called Fitness. I try to create this folder just so like all my fitness stuff can be together so I don't have to really go like searching on my phone a lot. So the first thing I have is 5K runner. I would really love to get into running and I feel like this will help me. Next is Workout for Women. I love this app because you can just do these quick little at-home exercises. My Fitness Pal, I use this on the daily. I love my Fitness Pal because you can keep up with your calories, your water. I sometimes count calories and sometimes I don't. Next is HIIT Workout. It's kind of like the same thing as the Workout for Women app, but it's like the high interval training, Nike Training Club. So that's all for fitness. Next is photo and video. So the first thing I have is Layout for Instagram. It's so you can create collages, which I love that app. Firework, it's kind of like TikTok, but I don't really use it. Next is Vigo, kind of like TikTok also. Lively, this app actually was working. Oh my gosh, it works now. I'm so confused because in a few of my iPhone videos, like it never works, but now it's starting to work again. Like House Party, I still have not used yet. A friend of mine told me to download it because it was really cool because you can like talk to people. I guess it's kind of like a group FaceTime thing is what I was understanding. I don't really know. Fonto is really awesome because you can edit your pictures, you can add text to them. You also can add PNG images to your photos, so it's a really cool app for that. Pocket Video, you can create like little videos. Typorama is pretty much like Fonto, you can just add text to your photos. Over here I have the Preview app, which is awesome because it kind of just helps you plan out your Instagram feed. I don't really use this one anymore. Canva, you can create like invitations. Next is Visco. I'm sure a lot of people know what that is. iMovie, which is just a preloaded app on your phone. Dropbox, you can transfer like large files. Like if you have to send someone something, you can use Dropbox to send that. PayPal Business, just up here. Netflix, I absolutely love. I watch Netflix pretty much every night. I don't really watch it a lot on my phone, but guys, if you love watching TV shows, I totally recommend you checking out the TV show You. It is just amazing. So this is the third page, and the first thing we have up here is shopping. So I have American Eagle, Urban Outfitters, FanJoy, Ulta Beauty, and Target. I use those apps a lot. The ones that I use the most would probably be American Eagle, Ulta, and Target, just because we go to those stores the most. FanJoy is pretty much for merch, and I don't really buy a lot of merch, but I do have it up here. Next little category is food and drink. So we have Firehouse Subs, Dunkin', Moe's, Baskin Robbins, Papa John's, Chick-fil-A, Starbucks, and Chipotle. The one I use the most on here is Chipotle. Next is pets. I just have PetSmart and Petco because I love shopping for my dogs. I like to know it. I don't think I'm logged in anymore, but this app's really cool because you can actually shop your favorite Instagram influencers post. Regal, that is for the movies. I don't really go to the movies a lot, but we do a lot during the summer. Canon Mini Print, that is for my little Canon photo printer. Playlist Live and VidCon, I absolutely love going to those events, so I always have like the app. So this is the Playlist Live app, which Playlist Live is like literally in a few weeks, which is crazy. And then the VidCon app. Next folder is utilities. I'd never go in here. I'll run through it real quick. We have contacts, calculator, compass, measure, and voice memos. Keynotes, numbers, iTunes University, never use, so I don't really know what those are for. Pages, I use quite a bit just because I like typing up stuff, so Pages is awesome. Clips, I don't really know what that's for. Files, podcasts, I have been up here listening to Office Ladies because I just realized that they actually had a podcast. GarageBand, I don't really use. So this is the very last page, and there's not really much up here. I have the settings app, which a lot of people I feel like use. Postmates, DoorDash, Uber, and Lyft, Busch Gardens. Those 5 apps are really used for when we go out of town. Next is AMC. I downloaded this because during Christmas they were starting to play like really good movies, so I downloaded it so I could like watch the movies. Spotify, I just recently downloaded, and then Duolingo. So that is all for what's on my phone. There is quite a bit up here, and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what was on here. I have a bunch of apps and I try to keep them as organized as possible. I feel like creating the folders kind of does help make your phone not look so cluttered, because before it was just apps on pages and just, it was ridiculous. There was a lot of stuff on there. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up.